What's going on, guys? It's Blake Grossman of Grossman World. Today we are checking out another drone show, this time at Nikola Tesla's last remaining laboratory in Shoreham, Long Island. This is pretty crazy, guys. I hope you enjoy. It's gonna be awesome. I'm standing in front of Nikola Tesla's last surviving laboratory, and it's located right here in Shoreham, Long Island. This is Wardenclyffe. Tesla had a vision with this Wardenclyffe location, being able to do things that weren't conceived as possible, transmitting phone calls across oceans, being able to send music globally. These were the types of ideas he had and were constructed right here in Wardenclyffe. However, lots of the projects that started here ultimately failed by 1903. Financiers such as JP Morgan withdrawing financial support and Tesla running out of money, this building sat vacant starting in 1903. And then by 1917, this large tower was demolished and scrapped for steel. And for decades, this building sat absolutely abandoned. That was at least until 2012, when a worldwide crowdfunding campaign began to restore this building as a historic site and raised over $1 million. In 2018, it was added to the U.S. Registry of Historic Places. The Tesla Science Center now hosts an annual Nikola Tesla Expo, where aspiring scientists and creators get to explore and demonstrate what makes science so special. Today is Nikola Tesla's 170th birthday, and I can't believe I'm standing on such a piece of history. Have you ever went to this? Blake Grossman, Grossman World.
Efficient, safe, and sustainable, just like nature itself. This led him to study math, physics, and electrical engineering, turbines and motors. He loved poetry, and he spoke the 8 languages that opened this show. Tesla gave credit to his mother as the source for his creative and mechanical abilities.
Wow.
Despite never receiving a formal education, his mother was always inventing things. She often built household tools and labor-saving mechanical devices from scratch. And she was the one who encouraged him to pursue his intellectual longing. During his second year at university, when his physics professor demonstrated the most state-of-the-art direct current, or DC, motor at the time, Tesla saw that the motor's flow of energy was not a match to nature's. He was certain there was a better way. He spent every spare moment working on this puzzle. Finally, after 4 years, he had his eureka moment: the alternating current induction motor. The induction motor is a feat of engineering genius that kicked off the second industrial revolution and ushered in the modern age as we know it. But the path to success was far from easy. Tesla could not find anyone in Europe to invest in his inventions, which eventually led him to conclude that there was only one place where he could fulfill his dreams: America. So, in 1884, at the age of 28, Tesla boarded the SS City of Richmond with a one-way ticket to New York City. Misfortune came early. He was robbed of what little he had, leaving him with 4 cents in his pocket. It would have been easy for him to lose hope, to give up, but he was on a mission. The nation's first power system was already being built in downtown Manhattan. Thomas Edison was at the helm, and Tesla's plan was to convince him to back his AC induction motor. Tesla arrived at Castle Garden, which welcomed 8 million immigrants through an open border before Ellis Island was established in 1892. It later became an expo building for inventions like the telegraph, then a concert venue and an aquarium, and is now known as Castle Clinton National Monument in the heart of Battery Park. Even though Tesla arrived in New York before the Statue of Liberty was completed, before Our Lady Liberty became a beacon for hope and the dream of self-betterment, he is honored there alongside other immigrants who have made significant contributions to this country, like Albert Einstein and composer Igor Stravinsky. Tesla did not waste a minute. He met Edison the very next day. Legend has it, Tesla handed him a letter of recommendation that read,
disperse.
"I know two great men, and you are one of them. The other is this young man." Edison hired him on the spot. The incandescent light bulb. The demand for this little gadget created a battle for the ages, the War of the Currents, as it's called, and Tesla was right in the middle of it. Edison wasn't interested in Tesla's AC system. They soon parted ways in dramatic fashion. And then came inventor George Westinghouse, who wanted in on the race to electrification. And they would soon form a partnership that would change the course of history. Their landmark contract granted Westinghouse rights to Tesla's AC patents in exchange for a cash payout and a royalty for each horsepower generated by an AC motor. In 1893, Westinghouse won the bid to illuminate the Chicago World's Fair. On opening night, President Grover Cleveland pushed a button and 100,000 incandescent lamps illuminated the fairgrounds. Westinghouse and Tesla had won the War of the Currents, but all wars take their toll. Westinghouse was in serious financial trouble. Tesla tore up their royalty contract. He likely walked away from being the world's first billionaire. The period that followed was Tesla's most productive, securing 200 of his 300 patents. He advanced practical applications for X-ray imaging, lasers, and fluorescent and neon lighting, to name just a few. In 1901, Tesla secured $150,000 in funding and chose this very location to build his dream laboratory. Tesla commissioned architect Stanford White, whose firm designed the masterpiece that was the original Penn Station. Tesla filled his lab with transformers, alternators, and magnifying transmitters built to generate and broadcast high-voltage, high-frequency electricity. And of course, his massive 187-foot tower with its 55-ton steel cupola. Some of you are standing right where the tower was to walk the 90-foot wide octagonal foundation and stand on each of the 8 cement and granite anchor blocks that are still visible is to feel the significance, power, and scale of this place. But misfortune struck one last time, and the tower was eventually torn down. Even though Tesla was forced to shut the doors on his life's work, his inventions continue to hum along, bringing connectivity to millions of homes, classrooms, offices, factories, and labs all over this globe and into space. So if there's one thing we can learn from his life story, it's that the future isn't built by one person in one lifetime, one generation, or even in many generations. The future is what we create with our minds today, and today's dreams can become tomorrow's reality. Young Nikola Tesla truly believed in the American dream. On July 30th, 1891, Nikola Tesla became an American citizen. He didn't live to see his beloved homeland achieve independence, but he held great pride in his Serbian heritage, his Croatian homeland, and his American nationality. As a true global citizen, his legacy belongs to all of us. Tesla admired that the U.S. was built on the ideals of equality and opportunity for all. and he knew that he wanted to be a part of the great American experiment. 250 years and counting. This site, Tesla's crown jewel, was used and abused, gutted and abandoned, but the spirit of this place is intact. It looked like a jungle of crumbling concrete and broken promises for far too long, but it is again a place where dreams can become real. And because of Tesla fans like you, his legacy is finally having a comeback. No one was a bigger dreamer than Nikola Tesla, but today, the Tesla Science Center is in our hands. We are the dream team that gets to decide how we can serve the community. Long Island, New York, the nation, the world, and to all of humanity. With our ingenuity and our creativity, with our big ideas and with our dreams. Join us. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you to Zebra Technologies and to all our sponsors and supporters. Special thanks to our exhibitors, our dedicated volunteers and participants who made this event possible. And see you back here again soon.
Laku noć.
Dobrą noc.
Gute Nacht.
Bonne nuit. Jó éjszakát.
Buonanotte.
Bonum noctis.
Get home safe and have a good night.